All right, late start, but we are here. We're going to cover SmackDown, everything that happened, the big old road to WrestleMania, the Rampage watch-alongs for watching that live. So tune into Rampage on TNT, and we're going to talk about that as we talk about SmackDown, Scream 7, a whole lot more in entertainment in that crappy Star Wars Battlefront. Let's get into it. Get your comments ready. Here we go. All right, that is it. That is the intro, and this is the watch along. My name is Zach. Welcome to the station. Sorry for the late start. Had some stuff going on, but here we are. So hope you're having a good Friday. Get your comments in. We're going to cover WWE SmackDown. Big one tonight. Very big one tonight as we gear up for WrestleMania 40. While we watch AEW Rampage, and we got a whole lot more. Let me get the banner going so you know what we're talking about here, because I want your comments all night long. Yeah, we got a whole lot. Did you see that Crow trailer? Are you excited for Scream 7? Did you get Star Wars Battlefront and get effed over like I did? And what'd you think of Mercedes Moné? Let us know in the comments. We are here. Thank you for joining us already. Mr. All Power in here. The Rock snapped. I'm not talking. That's Knox deal. You can check out the episode this past week. Mr. All Power is ready. Phantom X, welcome. Hope you're doing all right. He doesn't want Cody versus Roman anymore. The Rock is too good. Next year. I got some news on that. Let's cover it right now. The Rock is going to be filming his film for A24 about the UFC fighter. I do believe Emily Blunt is part of it. But anyways, it's starting to film right away after WrestleMania, goes all the way through August. So don't expect The Rock back too often if he even comes back during that time span to build his feud with Roman. But that is his filming schedule for that A24 movie. Sold out again tonight. They're on a roll. Oh, we'll cover Scream 7. Not everyone is coming back. So, all right, we are watching AEW Rampage. The Dark Order is on. This is what we're going to cover tonight. This is the whole card. You got SmackDown. You got Rampage. I didn't get to see the very end of SmackDown. Again, had some stuff going on. So I didn't. So you have to let me know what happened between Bayley and Dakota Kai. And here's the question. Was it going to be, Zach, Minneapolis or Las Vegas? Let me break that down to you as you check out the card right here. It is going to be Las Vegas. In my opinion, it is going to be Las Vegas for WrestleMania. Minneapolis, Brock has been brought back. He's the backup plan right now with Minneapolis, if that even happens. I'm not sure this is the time to pull the trigger on that. They have plans already set for Las Vegas. They seem a little bit more on board with Las Vegas. I think that is what's going to happen. The Minneapolis stuff, I know that the bid is in. They're really excited for it. But with all the Brock stuff and everything, I don't think they have the components they want for Minneapolis. So, all right. Can't believe stupid fans said Bayley should lose her WrestleMania spot for supporting Mercedes. That's terrible. That's terrible. You know what that does? Those three, Mercedes, Bayley, and Trinity/Naomi, they show that tribalism in wrestling is stupid. That is stupid. Phantom X, check the roster page on WWE. He's back on there. He's not back in the fold, but he's back on the roster page for whatever reason. So let us know your thoughts on why Brock is back. Can't stream without Nate. Hi, Nate. All right, let's get into it. Big push. What's cooking with you? Oh, SmackDown is cooking tonight. The road to WrestleMania. Johnny, Hungy, and the gang are on Rampage. This is the match that's on right now. Best Friends versus Dark Order. This is still coming off Big Business, AEW's Big Business. So let us know what you thought of that and Mercedes throughout the night here. Noob, how you doing? Hope you liked SmackDown. Oh, the eggs are cooking. The Rock says, know your role and don't shut your mouth. I want your comments all night. Thank you for all these right now. Love it. Scream news this week. Yes, we're getting into it, Nate. Give me a few moments to cover SmackDown, and we'll get into the Scream 7 news. I have a theory on what they could do to make this a very interesting one. And it has to do with a childhood favorite franchise of mine. All right, there we go. The best friends take the win. Let's cover SmackDown. I like doing this on Friday nights better than just, watching Rampage. I love you, Rampage, but come on now. SmackDown was mid, you say. Okay. Let's see what everyone else says. Give us a rating. Did you watch The Rock concert? I did. Who are the two with him? Again, I had a lot of stuff going on. Almost didn't stream tonight, but I'm thankful for all of you for joining me tonight. Who are the other two with him? But that was Savage. The Rock. Of course, he went for a Stardust dip. He also dipped on Becky and Seth, mainly Seth here. He really doesn't like Seth. I don't know if it's real life or what it is, but this is what we get now. This is what we get because The Rock is focused on his A24 film. Franchises are to the wayside. Black Adam failing. The Fast franchise ending. All these franchises being done with The Rock. This is what we get. So this is gold. I'm happy for it. Let us know what you thought of it. Nate says The Rock concert was the best thing. Joan Jett Uso gave a good promo. Yes, he did. We'll cover that too, Mr. Allpower. And The Rock can't handle Seth. In the ring, I highly doubt it, man. Seth is top tier. As we have another promo from The Righteous. I don't really see much from The Righteous in the ring or understand why we should care about The Righteous. But anyways, there's a promo for them on Rampage. Cody has to make fun of Black Adam. You have to. I should have put the slide in here, but when Black Adam came out and made a slide, they said Whack Adam because it sucked. It did. And The Rock's ego in the DC, you can look it up and read it. It's something. Fight back, Cody. That's what I want to see. Fight back on Raw, too. Make this go back and forth. And make this more so about Cody and Roman. Don't just have The Rock come in. Have The Rock and Seth get more of the heat with this. One's women match because... Hey, we had the build with Mercedes with the women's match main eventing on Big Business, so maybe that's the start of it. And The Righteous look like they smell. Yeah, they do, Phantom X. Say what? Say Rampage. And cigarettes. I'll say this, not cigarettes, but dip, like Skull. Especially of like, those people that have like Skull, like the Kodiak stuff on their beard. Cody is, man. Cody's just going to cry again. But that was the Rock concert right there. After that, we had a good tag match. I'm a big fan of this tag match. I'm a big fan of both these teams. Let me take myself off of there so you can see the teams. Legato loses. They got some stuff going on in NXT. So this was solid, more Mania build, and we'll get to the next tag match in just a bit here. But yeah, solid stuff, and showcases more talent here as we'll get more LWO stuff later in the night. Let me know what you thought of the match, too. I did like it. They should get back into the intro. Welcome to Rampage. Could you imagine having pyro? Imagine having fucking lights. That'd be nice. But anyways, sun's setting here in Hollywood, so hope you're having a great time tonight on Friday, and thanks again for joining. You think it's gonna be Queen Amanita? I'm not a. I think she's gonna turn on Willow. We have a poll on our community page if you want to check it out. I think Soraya's leading it right now, but they're building Serena Deeb. If you watch Collision, so. A few different options. I like that one. That's a good starter. Austin Theory did the worst stunner and jumped into RKO. We'll get to that too. Rey Mysterio looking jacked. He is. Dad is looking jacked. Him and Dominic, I think Mania 42. All right, let's get into this. This set up a big old matchup right here for WrestleMania. LA Knight calls out AJ Styles. AJ Styles comes out with a chair, beats his ass. Yeah. Now before Chris does, didn't she say? Oh, that's right. The story's there though. The New Japan belt. That's what I'm saying. Will, but that's a good point right there. Chris is going heel. Like Dynamite this week. I actually did like Dynamite. The only things I didn't like were the multi-man matches. I think the Bucks should never cut a promo. I did like Dynamite. WWE's great matches and TV, AEW signings. JD's fucking JD again. Says the AEW card looked great at Big Business. It was a great card, and actually the show flowed very well. Dynamite flowed very well, so credit to AEW. That was a really good show. Knock would be very happy. Knock would be. Let me know what you thought of Mercedes' song. Knock loves it. I don't like it. I love her old one. I love her New Japan song. But this is official. AJ Styles versus LA Knight. TNA at WrestleMania 40. Can you believe it? There it is. Mr. All Portion, some love for Eric. Make it wet. It's always wet with the champ. Here is Saraya with Tennille Dashwood. Oh, wait. Sorry, I wasn't seeing Dashwood. The acting on AEW television. I just can't get with it. You excited for this match? I'm excited. There it is. The TNA chants are there. A Monsters Ball match. That could be next. They're talking about doing a Meat Madness match since it didn't happen in AEW, and it is a WWE saying from Big E. Bronson Reed wants that match at WrestleMania, so we'll see. Zach Zodiac, man. There's a reason he wasn't really picked up for a while. I got to watch the voice, so I can't really do I can't do it like Eric does it. Blackout, but thanks for joining in. I got a little one sleeping right now. All right. We got the one women's match, Nate. Here we go. Your one women's match right here. And we got that match right there for WrestleMania 40. Let me know if you're excited. We'll cover the rest of SmackDown as we go along here. But this is the match where Deonna Purrazzo should be coming out with a mystery partner to face Toni Storm and Mariah May. Any thoughts on who it is? I read the spoiler. Sorry. I didn't know if I was going to be doing a stream tonight. I thought I was going to be doing something else. You know, I can't fully argue right there. I actually thought they were going to do No Way Out 2002 with the NWO. If you remember that, they came out. It was the first time the NWO was in WWE. They came out as heels. Excuse me, they came out as faces and then turned heels. I thought that's what Mercedes was going to do, which you still could do. But I get you, Nate. I think Saraya and Zach Zodiac get a match at All In. At the buy-in, maybe. 2-minute match. Oh, it is. Is it Britt? I don't know. Who's the lead booker of the year now, Zach? It's still not Tony Khan. We got to see storyline-wise what he does with these talents. I do kind of agree with Knock here. I think this is the most talented roster in wrestling history on AEW's roster, but I don't give him Booker of the Year yet. Who do you have? I know my TNT app doesn't like working. So let me know what happens in this women's match. I'm going to go back to covering SmackDown. And let me know who you think is Booker of the Year. Where did we leave off? Right there. Let's get into the next slide. All right, this is very, very... A whole lot of stuff happened here. Man, Rampage is slow. It is. So this is the end. I don't know if they taped ROH after this or if they do that on the Collision tapings. Nate, there you go. You have Tony Khan as Booker of the Year. Okay. I don't think he's Booker of the Year yet. There's no good angles that he's booked yet. Just good matches, and that I give to the talent. Booker T said he's about to fight CM Punk. Woof. CM Punk, you're injured. Just stay home. What are you starting static for? Per spoilers. There you go. There's your spoilers for Rampage. It's Rampage. They're out there days early. So there's no backstage drama in AEW report anymore. Exactamundo. You got it, Phantom. And you got a squash match. So let's talk about SmackDown during the squash match. Whole lot of stuff going on here. Logan Paul came out. RKO to Austin Theory at the end after KO gets the save. So this is a very fun segment. It builds up a heel faction. You know these two are coming out with Grayson Waller for the U.S. title match at WrestleMania. This was good. You got to build these guys up in some way, shape, or form. And you started a little bit between the two faces, between KO and Orton. But, the two lackeys are going to take the brunt of it. And now we have this match set for WrestleMania. Triple threat. Are you happy about this? I think this will be good. I think this will be really good. I think KO and Logan Paul had a big feud going into Mania, and I thought they inserted Randy Orton nice and smoothly. So I'm happy with this. There it is. She picked Thunder Rosa. That's Britt's arch rival in the back. So you know what? You're talking about no drama in the back, Phantom X. Wait till Britt comes back. We'll see. Seriously, if you watch that All Access show, don't. But if you watch it, man, true colors are shown. Yeah. Has Kevin Owens ever lost WrestleMania? The Austin match, does that count? I think that might be the only one. Let us know in the comments what you think here. I'm going to try to reload this here, Rampage, because it never likes to work. While I watch Rampage. All right, let me know what you think about this match right here. Why not just add Austin Theory and Grayson Waller? Oh, man, too many people in a match. I think that's why. All right, Mr. All Power says he's lost, so let us know in the comments. Let's get into the next slide here as Rampage still doesn't load for me, but let me know. All right. Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar, and Rey Mysterio comes out, makes the save. They're setting up a match for next week. So next week we'll figure out if we're going to get some LWO versus Santos' faction at WrestleMania. Is that something you're looking forward to? Is it something that you think is just going to be kind of shoehorned in there? Oh, look. Get a little bit more light. I'm excited for this because it's not exactly Ray versus someone at WrestleMania, because I think he needs to bring up other people like this. So I'm excited for Santos to take the win next week. But let me know what you think. I like Ray and Santos feuding. I'm a fan. We need more trading cards. Do I have some in here? I don't think I have some in here. Do I? I don't. I'll try to get some for next week. I'll try to get some fun trading cards. Yes, agreed, Black Alec. Ooh, did not catch that. I didn't catch the main event, so you'll have to let me know about that stuff. Noob noticed Asuka limping. Don't know what's going on. We'll talk about the women's stuff in just a little bit here. If you collect trading cards, the Mercedes Monet one is available. I'm going to get it tonight. Ooh. I collect old trading cards, like old movies and TV shows. So I go to specialty stores in big cities when I go to them. I know Chicago has a bunch of big ones. There's a few here in LA, and comic stores have them. But I have a box of Bill and Ted cards, and if I can find stuff from old movies, like Nightmare on Elm Street cards and stuff like that, those are the kind of things I collect. And Black Alex, hope she's not hurt too bad. Oof, we're going to talk about feet in a little bit. Some of you can slow down on what we're going to talk about here. But yeet, from feet to yeet, this match is going to be official. The Usos are going to fight each other at WrestleMania. They always said that they wanted to fight at a WrestleMania. Some people think that everyone who wants to fight at WrestleMania deserve a main event slot. These two don't. They just want to fight at WrestleMania. They're brothers. So this is all official. What night do you think this is going to go on? We all knew this was coming, but this is something that's great that we get to have happen. And then, after WrestleMania, then as Jay kind of pointed out, he gets to move on from the bloodline. But I'm excited for this. I'm really excited for this match. These two are going to want to make magic happen. I don't think Rikishi is going to be a guest referee. Is the women's match over? I don't know. TNT app, it never works for me. All right, that match is official at Mania. So we got 3 matches made official at WrestleMania tonight. That's pretty big. We need more women's matches made official at WrestleMania. Maybe that's what's going to happen on Raw. I think, let me know if they announced another Hall of Fame inductee. The Rock's grandma, is she inducted tonight? All right. Last tag team match tonight. Pretty Deadly take the loss. A fun match, though. Showcase some people in here. So these people fight in NXT UK, RIP. But this is good. Do you think the right team won? The weird thing about these multi-team or multi-person matches is that you're happy because a lot of people get on the card, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, that person or that team's not on the card. Maybe with Pretty Deadly, they get to host or do something like that this year. I don't like one person being the host. New Day was fine. Bayley was fine. Just people need more to do. You know who needs more to do? The IT department at TNT. Every Friday. Unreal. Oops, something went wrong. Yeah, you're showing Rampage. That's what's wrong. All right, let me know what's going on Rampage in the chat because I can't watch it, but we're watching it together in spirit. All right, we're going to the bracket right now. Let me know what's going on with this bracket, too, because I might have missed something while I was taking care of some stuff here with the family. You got Legato, you got New Catch Republic in the bracket for number 1. This is supposed to be 6 teams, right? So then you got Judgment Day, you got these 2, and then you have 2 from Raw maybe, and then like a mystery one. Here's the thing with the mystery one. We know Matt Hardy's contract is coming up pretty soon, if not already up. I don't know if Jeff's is, but someone who's been very vocal positive mainly has been Bubba Ray Dudley. And if you look online, WWE now sells themed Dudley Boys tag straps. Just saying, it'll make it a lot more interesting, a lot more fun, and you bring in some old schoolers for WrestleMania 40. Just my thought. But let me know. Let me know if I missed something with this here. If there's 2 teams from SmackDown, 2 teams from Raw, and then Judgment Day, I thought it was 6 teams total. But if it's just 5, I don't know. I say bring in the Dudleys. All right, and this is the main event. You got to let me know what happens. I didn't get to see it, so Asuka was limping during this. Bayley versus Dakota Kai. I know the rumor is Judgment Day, or excuse me, not Judgment Day, Damage Control, Dakota Kai, Kyrie, and Asuka versus Naomi, Bianca, and rumored Jade Cargill. I don't know if I really want that to be the match. I was really set on Bianca versus Tiffy. So I thought this would be a really great athletic style match. Let me know how this ended, though, and let me know if there's something I missed that led to what's going to happen to these teams at WrestleMania. Let me know where I am because I can't see anything because I got this ring light and everything else is dark. And let me know what you're up to this weekend. But that is SmackDown. What do you think of the show? What do you rate it? A lot of you gave 9s out of 10s last week. Nate said this one's mid. I dug it. I thought it was a really great build for WrestleMania SmackDown. It's better than this Rampage that I can't watch. But a lot of good build. Keep trying to get Rampage going here, so let me know what's going on. Something went wrong. We got some pop culture stuff to talk about. We're talking Scream. We're talking everything else, so let me know in the chat here as we get going. Rampage, if you missed it or if you're watching it live, here's the card. Best Friends beat the Dark Order. Tony Storm and Mariah May beat someone in a squash match. Thank you, Nate, for letting us all know. Thunder Rosa is going to be Deanna Praso's partner. We have Undisputed Kingdom versus Top Line Action Andretti, and this is the reason I really, really want to watch Rampage tonight. Takeshita versus Commander is supposed to be an awesome, solid, fast-paced 10 minutes. So, TNT app. Let's get into some news and rumors, if you will, Daddy. All right, if you didn't see, Darby Allin broke his foot in his match with Jay White at Big Business. He is going to have to climb Mount Everest next year, but he has officially broken his foot. Great match at Big Business. I like this match a lot. This is one of the high points of Dynamite this week, so too bad. That really sucks. Next up, we got, this is the card so far with the 3 matches that we saw tonight. What do you think of it so far? Oh, there's the tags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Yeah, there's 6. So let's put the Dudleys in there. Let's get the Dudleys in on this. What do you think of the card so far? You think it's a good build? Do you think it's a good 2-night WrestleMania? I think it's okay. There's a lot of predictability in this WrestleMania card. They got to do Rock and Roman next year in Las Vegas, not Minnesota. But that's the WrestleMania card so far. And then Shayna Baszler will be doing GCW, Josh Barnett's Bloodsport. She will be a part of it, and supposedly more WWE stars will be a part of it as well. Let us know if you're going to catch that. We went to a GCW show. We got some of the matches on our channel. Knock and I did. Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne should be on that tag team. I agree. Hold on one moment here. I'm just going to close these windows. Oh, there we go. Back at you. Light. All right. I'm not going to WrestleMania this year. I will be watching from the comfort of my couch, possibly with the guys. I do not know, but possibly streaming. Anyone out there going to WrestleMania, let us know. And this is the poster so far for All In. You got Mercedes added. You got all the new additions on there and the heel Young Bucks. This is quite a different, it's about half different from the posters from last year's All In. A little bit different look on here. Are you excited for All In? What kind of dream matches are you expecting at All In? And add Pete Dunne to Bloodsport. Ooh, that could be a good one. Who else would be good? Regal's Kid would be a good one. GCW is going to have WWE and AEW wrestlers for Bloodsport. That's Forbidden Door. Are they going to have AEW people too? I did not know that. Let me know if they announced any AEW people for Bloodsport. That's pretty exciting, actually. Anyone from either brand that you want to see in Bloodsport. All right, let's get into the fun stuff. All right. We'll talk about this in a second here. Hold on. I want Edge versus Okada at All In. Ooh, that'd be a good one. I think that would be a good one. Is that still part of Bryan Danielson's last year wrestling? Or is he going to be like part-time by then? I like that one. That's good. Didn't he say he wanted to face Okada? All right. Let's have some fun with the week in pop culture right here. We got a lot of stuff we're going to talk about here. We're going to talk about some video games, some movies, some TVs, possibly some comics or some comic book TV shows. A lot of stuff going on. So I want your comments as to what you think about everything that's going on in entertainment right here as we talk about stuff like this right here. Star Wars Battlefront, the Classic Collection launch is a disaster. You damn skippy hippie. This thing, holy crap, did it just make Hulk mad. You couldn't play online on the PS5 first night. Got to play online last night. Glitchy as all get out. Unbelievable. I should have saved my money and just got Helldivers 2. Let us know if you're playing Star Wars Battlefront Collection. It's 1 and 2, up to 64 players at a time. Should have just believed the hype and got into Helldivers 2. Yeah, let us know if you're lucky enough to get a refund for this. Battlefront. The Bears getting picked up here. Quietly got renewed for a season 4. It's going to film back to back with season 3, and also season 3 comes out this summer. So you get more Bear. You get more Bear after that Bear, and we'll see where it goes from there. If you're a fan of the Bear, do you think it should stop at that 4th season, or do you think it should keep going? I don't want it to go too long, and I don't know how much I'm going to really take of new characters coming in to refreshen up the show because I'm not a big fan when that happens. That's what kind of got me out of The Office. Let's get into some more here as we talk about Scream 7. You wanted to talk about Scream 7? Here we go. Neve Campbell is set to return for Scream 7. She said she was asked back in the most respectful way possible, and Kevin Williamson is directing. Kevin Williamson, if you don't know, wrote Scream 1, 2, and 4. Okay? He wrote Dawson's Creek. He directed Teaching Mrs. Tingle, I do believe, with Katie Holmes. That was the only thing he ever directed. So we'll see what he's brought in here as a director and not a writer. That's what kind of baffles me about this right here. Neve Campbell coming back is great. I'm very happy about that. I think that's the main story of Scream. Kevin Williamson not being brought in to help write the movie kind of throws me off. But I think we're moving in a positive direction with Scream 7. I do believe they should have held off a little bit, maybe another year or so, but they're going to come back here with this, and we'll see what else they do. A possible thing that they could do is kind of like New Nightmare in the Elm Street series, where number 7 of that had Wes Craven kind of revamp the whole series, where Heather Langenkamp, the one, the main girl from the first one, was playing the part that she was in the movies. So they kind of flipped the script on that. So it's kind of being like her if she was actually playing the parts in the Stab movies. And then you could bring everyone back from all the different franchises and all the different sequels. So you can bring Randy, you can bring Skeet Ulrich back, you can bring Matthew Willard back, Rose McGowan, you can bring everyone back and have some fun with this if you do it that way. But is that too much? Is that too meta? Is that too much alike Wes Craven, who helped create Scream, his old projects? Let us know what you thought about the news with Neve Campbell and Kevin Williamson coming back for Scream 7, and Jurassic City. Scarlett Johansson reportedly being offered the lead role for this. I think it's a good move. It's going to get some people more interested in seeing it. Were there 2 or 3? That's how uninteresting I thought the last set of Jurassic World movies were. Hopefully Jurassic City, the new trilogy that's being shopped to Scarlett Johansson, is a lot better. I wasn't a big fan of the Chris Pratt ones. Too much CGI, not enough heart. But let me know your thoughts on those. This right here, you have Maria Gabriela as her character from Superman coming out. You can see in there that she's probably going to get doctored up with some CGI afterwards. I'm not too familiar with this character. So if you are, let me know in the chat if you think this is a good fit. And let's talk about it. It's the Crow. Okay. So I don't think that logo is that great. So I'll come back in on that. This movie doesn't look terrible. I just want everyone to remember, first of all, this was a comic book before a movie, and there were a bunch of really shitty sequels that we could crap on before we crap on a movie we haven't seen yet. With that being said, this looks way too much like John Wick for me. The action doesn't seem original. I don't feel like there are enough original set pieces and tones to this movie. I'm just not a huge fan of how basic a lot of the elements look at this movie. That's just me. Let me know in the comments. It's the Crow. I don't know. It was fine how it was. X-Men 97 comes out this Wednesday, March 20th, and the X-Men 97 creator, Beau DeMaio, was fired weeks before the premiere, was just happening right across the street here in Hollywood. Couple things are popping up about this. One is the OnlyFans things, but he's had an OnlyFans account, I think, even when he did Moon Knight. And then the other rumor is that there's going to be some stuff coming out about how he was working with people behind the scenes. So if that's being said and he was fired for that, those could be pretty damning if he's going to continue working in the industry, but keep your eye out in the news for that. And if we are going to be talking about getting rid of people for having OnlyFans and being difficult to work with, can we please talk about someone who is so difficult to work with because he's such a terrible actor, and someone who has an OnlyFans account as well? Mr. John Cena. Can we get this pervert canceled? Can we cancel this guy? It's so bad, my computer didn't even want to put one of his movie posters up here. That's how bad John Cena is. If we're canceling people, let's cancel the right people, okay? What a pervert. Way to just disgrace the Oscars. Anyways, here's the slide I made last week for the Oscars where you can watch them at home if you haven't seen them. Full list of streaming services right here if you just want to try a free trial on any of them just to watch the Oscar-nominated movies. And leave your comments and let us know what you thought of the Oscars. If you liked them, if you didn't, and let us know what you thought of all the news that's going on in Hollywood. All right. I need to know what's going on Rampage, so let me know in the comments. I'll find where I'm at here really quick. What match is on right now on Rampage? Let me know. I'll guess this match. Let me hit these comments up right here. Thank you all for tuning in on a Friday night. I'm just going to go back here and check them out. I don't know. I think they do the tag team route. I think it's in some way, shape, or form, a handshake is made and a tag team route goes, Mr. Allpower. So bad, couldn't get a game for hours. Pathetic. Phantom, you played too? Fuck. Did you get a refund? I'm going to try to get a refund tomorrow or tonight. That really pissed me off. I was really looking forward to it. Just like you. The Bear is so good, but agree, don't want to go on too long. Yeah. I think 4 might be the cap off. They might do a spinoff. Okay. I could see someone spinning off and going to like a culinary school or starting their own thing in another city. Finally, some positive things about Scream. I agree. Spy Piper. Hope you're doing all right. Scream, the first one, is still one of my favorites of the series. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I absolutely love that movie. Hard to beat it. You damn right. Yeah, it wasn't all bad. It wasn't all great, too, and it wasn't all original. I'm talking about The Crow right there. Like Bill Skarsgård, but just don't know yet. I've only seen him in a couple things, and 2 of those were It movies. Eric was all over Cena. I bet he was. I bet he was all over. I bet he was all over Cena with a bunch of whipped cream. But he did say you had to save the photo. Shut up. All right. Not doing anything else on Friday besides watching all the TV I missed working. What exactly are you watching, Spy? I want to know because I need some stuff to watch as well. I'm going to start watching some of my shit TV shows tonight, like Vanderpump Rules and Below Deck. Stream 1 through 3, best of all time. I think the series goes in order. Yeah, I mean, I still like 4. I think 4 is good. All right, still working on trying to get the TNT app to work so I can know what Rampage is happening right now. But let me know what's going on in Rampage. If you're watching Rampage, let me know. I think it might work this time. Are you playing Helldivers too? Should I just get that and like be done with it? I got a commercial, so I think we're on the right road here. We've got butter. We have more butter. Olive Garden. Yep, it's Olive Garden. All right. All right, let us know if there's anything that you liked about SmackDown, and if there's anything you like about Rampage tonight. This Commander match, I really wanted to watch it with Takeshita. This match said, I think it said 5 minutes of 10 minutes of hard-hitting action. So let me know if that's on, if it already happened. I was so happy to play this game. I was so happy to play Battlefront. I sat down. I got done with my stuff during the day. I was ready to go. What a letdown. I'll play the campaigns, I guess. I'll get through it. God, that online stuff killed me, though. Killed me. Couldn't play online at all. Talk about the bear. I don't know if there's anything else about Scream 7. Any ideas on what they can do to refresh Scream 7? I like the new Nightmare idea in theory, but that might be one of those things that's like, I don't want to say Daredevil 3 is going to be like this, but it might be one of those things that's going to be fun to watch. And like, oh yeah, that person. Oh yeah, that person. Oh yeah, that Fox X-Men. And then like years later, it might not be that fun to watch anymore. You just want a good story with good characters. So if you have any ideas on how to really reboot Scream 7 and give it a fresh take in number 7 here, I'm all ears. Scream 1 is one of my favorite movies of all time. Spy says, I'm watching The Amazing Race Survivor. Only Murders, Not Dead Yet, and Abbott Elementary. Nice. I got to catch up on Abbott Elementary. I'm all caught up on Only Murders, and I'm 2 weeks behind on Survivor. I do not watch Amazing Race, but I do like it. Only Murders. Someone just got added to the cast this week. I forgot who it was. But anyways, they got like 2 or 3 big names already added to the next season of Only Murders in the Building. All right, Undisputed Era is out. And so are my headphones. That's why I can't hear. I missed the match I wanted to see. How was Commander and Takeshita? All right, this is it. Oh, I didn't have the slides. Eddie Kingston is facing Briscoe at the Ring of Honor pay-per-view. Athena is facing Hikaru Shida, which I think Athena will hold on to because you can't just insert someone. Just remember how many people Roman beat who were just inserted. You got to do the same thing with Athena. Give a good feud. Yes, I do believe it was Eva Longoria. Was it? Yeah. Takeshita is great. I wish he just wasn't with the Don Callis family. That whole faction does absolutely nothing. Chris Jericho on commentary. Trash. Only Murders in the Building this last season, I have to say, wasn't my favorite. I'll give it a C. I want to give it a C- because some of those episodes are really tough to get through. It's just such an endearing cast. I absolutely love that cast. Athena's finally facing a former... Exactly. So many people joining the cast. I know I'm missing others. I know there's like 2 big ones as well. So Meryl Streep was great in the last season. Paul Rudd was too. My whole thing with Paul Rudd was just that there's a lot of Paul Rudd. You got that. You got Quantumania. You got all these other appearances he's been in, commercials. You get Paul Rudded out. All right, Top Flight in Action and Andretti out now. The CEO, Mercedes Moné, will be talking on Dynamite this week. I think Eddie Kingston's losing his Intercontinental Breakfast Championship. What is it? I don't know, but I think he's losing it. And I think you gotta just give Okada a belt. It wasn't my favorite season, but it's still top of my rotation. Nice. It actually looked really good. I know they used it to fill in gaps because of the strike on ABC. It worked really well on ABC. So we'll see. 911 came back this week. I used to watch that show. I'll try to watch it again now that's on ABC. Hopefully. I hate Eddie Kingston. He just contradicts himself. I'm a big tough guy. I'm going to talk trash about everyone. I'm going to rip on people. Oh, people online are ripping about me. Oh, I have things going on in my life. You shouldn't do that. I'm sad now. Like, pick a lane, man. Pick a lane. Pick a lane. Kata's going to, I hope so. I'm going to be so happy. Me and Eric going to be popping champagne while Knock drowns his tears. Dries it with his Yankees jersey. Yes, TNT World Intercontinental Breakfast. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have 4. Everyone gets a belt. You know who else should get a belt? Nope, that's not who it is. That's not who it is. Cheers the man himself right here. This is the final boss. This is Knock. Welcome to the show, Knock. How you doing?
Wow, I botched that. But the main man, what's up, man? I hear people talk about me crying over here.
Once Eddie loses his belts, was
The
it 4
belts,
belts
the
he's going
many
to lose?
belts. Yeah, it was looking like that because he's facing Mark Briscoe at Ring of Honor Supercard. He's got Okada coming up soon. Okada can't lose his first match, right?
No.
And then he should be losing that New Japan one soon too.
Good, lose them all.
But he was still the Triple Crown, modern day Triple Crown.
We talked about a lot tonight, Knock. We talked about SmackDown. We talked about Scream 7, The Crow reboot, Star Wars Battlefront, Mercedes debut, the X-Men 97 guy, and a couple other things like the Bear. Anything you wanted to cover of that?
Oh, okay. So Zach's been keeping me and Eric posted on his X-Men 97 guy, and I don't know how I feel about this show anymore. I mean, he said like the nightmare he was, some of the stuff he was doing. I don't know. And he wrote the first two, like the 2 seasons. The next season is going to come out. It was him too. So I really don't know.
And he helped kind of shape what season 3 is going to be. So they're really going to have to figure some stuff out. And I don't know. They had the screening a couple blocks up here this week. I'm hearing very mixed word of mouth. There's an embargo, so they can't release their reviews yet. I'm hearing very mixed word of mouth where people either loved it or really thought it was. I think what people fear of people making a cartoon from the 90s today.
I'm very nervous, man, because when Disney Plus was first like announced, this is one of the things I was very excited for. And if it comes out and flops, I don't know what I'm gonna be looking forward to next on Disney Plus. I mean, obviously, I'm guessing here in the background the Taylor Swift movie is being blasted, but besides that, for me personally, I don't know what I can be looking forward to.
Phantom, this isn't the guy who made the original. He's just a new one who's taking on stuff from the original, and he was the showrunner. He helped work Moon Knight and I think a Star Wars project as well.
Yeah. There was something else I think too. Like he was like writing a lot of stuff for them.
Yeah. Another co-creator from X-Men 97 said in an interview today that he states it as they all parted ways. So he had a polite way of saying it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Um, I hope it's good. I really want to. We were still kicking around the idea. If you guys want to see a review for those episodes, I just don't know.
Yeah. We'll see. Let us know if you want us to do something for it. We really would love to because we love doing The Last of Us. We hated doing Secret Invasion,
Yeah,
but we did it.
It's that's how months after when you realize, oh, that was really bad. Like we were put on the face, we're doing a review. You got to have the charm, But
Yeah.
yeah, that show didn't last. Like it didn't have any lasting effects. Like I kind of forgot about most of it.
Yeah. Catch up on Disney Plus though if you got it, and hit up the X-Men series. That and the Spider-Man one got really wonky towards the end of their runs. So
Yeah.
they fired a bunch of animators that you'll be able to tell after the halfway point of the original X-Men series, and they did it in the beginning and they did it in the Spider-Man series, but they cut frames of animation and they really went even further towards the last season of X-Men where it looks super cheap.
Yeah. I don't know if you talked about the Marvel stuff earlier at all, but they're cutting back on some of their movies, like not going to be taking as many risks. I'm a little worried about that.
I was gonna have a slide in here, but I totally it's old anyway. So there's crew jackets from the next Captain America movie, and it's the shield held by a Red Hulk hand.
Ooh.
So the Red Hulk is going to be in there. It is going to be Harrison Ford. They redid the whole movie pretty much.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins' role in the Serpent Society, they're out. So that to me is a good sign that they're going to put that much money into redoing the whole thing. And the Daredevil Born Again reboot has Vincent D'Onofrio more excited about the project than he was beforehand. So hopefully.
Okay. If they're locking back in, that's cool. Because like when the MCU really kicked off, you had the big projects, Iron Man that kicked it off. And then you started taking more risks after these were successes. So you get back to the roots of it, and then we start opening things back up later. Okay.
Yeah. Oh man, we'll see. Wednesday's X-Men. We're gonna watch it, and then we'll talk about it.
Definitely will, bad, good or bad.
Yeah, there's some more bad for you. Look at that piece of crap. Look at the lineup of shit movies he's in. Cancel this man.
He's just saying yes to everything at this point.
Oh my god, he's in so many commercials. Even tonight, so far in Rampage, I've heard him in 2 separate commercials doing voiceovers.
Jeez. John Cena. That's Eric's boy right there for you guys.
That is, yep. Wrestling news that we talked about, Darby's foot. Thank you for bringing this to my attention before we went live. That's too bad about him climbing next year rather than this year.
He was supposed to go next week, head out there. He's been training ever since, like going to shows and going to train. He was talking about it on someone's interview he did. I think it was right before the Sting retirement. He was talking about it. It's crazy for all the insane spots he's done without getting hurt. His last match before climbing Everest, it wasn't like a crazy bump. It was a flip.
Yeah, those are the ones that get everybody. Punk, Cole, everyone.
I don't know, man. Yep, exactly. The foot is like the thing in AEW, and people are always getting hurt. So I mean, he'll do Everest next year.
Yeah, that's why you got to wear those Seth Rollins boots. Keep your feet safe. The Eternals was better than it was a very pretty movie. It was very well shot. I'll say that. The characters weren't there for me.
And that's another thing too. That cast, you would have thought that would have been $1 billion movie. Everybody was in that movie.
Yeah. I know there's some things going around online today about, oh yeah, Eternals 2, I think, is now officially canceled. It was never on. It was never, ever, ever on. This movie, they if you look at a lot of the people that were supposed to go through, Kit Harington and Harry Styles, their calendar is full for like 10 years. Eternals 2 was never going to happen because it lost a shit ton of money. And it didn't hit, unfortunately, because I thought it was a cool concept.
Yeah, I thought they could have. The only thing I actually liked that movie like a bit, like a few things in that movie, like some characters, but it just, I don't know. They needed. It might have worked better. I don't know if we talked about this, but it might have worked better as a show. It might have been better as a TV show.
Maybe that'd be a very expensive show. Let me run down some SmackDown stuff here. Did you catch SmackDown at all?
Just a few things. Just a very small.
Let Knock know your comments on what you thought of SmackDown. We're gonna run through the show one more time really quick because this is a new way of doing Rampage with a recap of SmackDown added into it. But Rock came out old school Hollywood rock with some songs about Cody and Seth.
Okay, yeah, this is what I caught here. I couldn't miss that. Back with his I'm loving his entrance, by the way. The whole lightning stuff is amazing. So
dude, that's
really, really
great. Yeah. We had some qualifiers here. We'll get to the end of that, but this is it. at WrestleMania. It's TNA.
Yes, sir. I've been telling people for I don't know how long. So maybe some of you guys will jump on the ship. Maybe some of you guys will catch along, or just flat out rip us off. I've been talking about TNA for years and how I see it everywhere, and we're getting two
Yep.
former TNA World Champions in a one-on-one match. I don't really know what this does for LA Knight. Like AJ Styles is gonna be a big win. I'm sure he's gonna win, but it's not for a title. AJ's not the hottest right now as he was like
Right.
maybe a few years ago in WWE. So I don't really know exactly what this does unless they just tear the house down. So hopefully it's a great match and they steal the show.
Yep. I think that's it. I think it's to tear the house down. I think that's what they both want, and I think that's the way you answer to a company like AEW, to where I'll rip on their storylines till the sun goes down because they're fucking terrible. But the wrestling, bar none, probably the best in the world.
It definitely is, man. Again, another thing I've been saying, this is the most talented roster ever assembled. And WWE has to counteract it, man. They've been lowballing some of these free agents, thinking, "Oh, just come over here because it's WWE." But it's a new day, man.
Yeah, it's so funny because I don't think either one needs the other. I think that's where we're at in wrestling right now, and it's a good thing. So
it is, man. And this is the week alone. AEW did a massive show in the TD Garden, even though I hate Boston, and now WWE I think was sold out tonight in Memphis. So
yes, they were
great all around.
Yep. All right, let's keep rolling on here. It is official here for the U.S. Championship, a triple threat KO, RKO, and JO.
I hope as long as Logan Paul loses the belt, actually, not even just lose the belt, take the pin. Take the pin in the middle of the ring. This freaking Prime advertisement all over the place.
That's it.
This has to be Orton's win, I'd imagine. KO's not selfish. Orton's come back from injury, first Mania back.
I don't know, man. I think Orton might go for a title if we start taking the belt off Roman Reigns. But I just got to point out, you called the ending. That's the big deal, right? Prime in the middle of the ring, my promotion in the middle of the ring. First time ever in a WWE ring. Having him take the pin on his own promotion, that's fucking genius. I love it.
Yeah. I think we got to get it done.
Yeah.
I don't drink Prime. I don't know if anyone of our subscribers drink Prime. But, haven't heard good things.
Yeah. Spy Piper, Knock, what do you think about this? The Big E Meaty Men Invitational. Bronson Reed said he wants it online since AEW wouldn't do it, and it is a Big E WWE idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird. I know AEW, I guess, technically got the first chance for Meaty Men with the Miro Will Hobbs match at All Out. But this is a Big E thing. We all know it. So it's kind of weird it's not happening with him being involved. So if they name it the Big E Meaty Men Invitational or something like that, I'm completely fine with it.
If he's not ready to come back yet, that's a great way to get him and New Day if they don't make that tournament, which speaking of, we'll talk about. But we're going to get Santos versus Rey next week and possibly something with those two factions at Mania. But it is official, brother versus brother WrestleMania. Are you excited?
This is going to be big. And I think we just need to get Jimmy a little hotter. Like, I know he's kind of being the person that doesn't really care too much in the bloodline, but we got to start getting some wins, start having him do some stuff on his own. Because right now, Jay is hot as he's ever been. He's the main event. We got to get Jimmy to that level to make this match feel a little bigger.
100% agree. Then this is what's going on here with the brackets. Do you understand what's going on with these brackets here? It is 6 people in this tag match for WrestleMania. Judgment Day is one of them. These two teams won tonight, and I suppose there's 2 teams on Raw. How do we decide who goes in? Are these 2 teams officially in WrestleMania? Do you understand how all this is working?
So I actually look at this. I have no idea. I mean, okay. So looking at it, so are they in? So we're getting 2 guys from SmackDown, 2 from Raw. That'd be what? That's only 3. I mean, I'm guessing we might get some NXT people up there.
Oh, that'd be true. So I'm posing this idea, the Dudleys, because they now have official Dudley Boys tag belts for sale on WWE Shop.
I'm not mad at it because obviously they stole the show with the TLC back in the day with Christian Edge and the Hardys. And if you have a 6-man match, they can just get in there, do a few nice spots, get the crowd going, not to really work too much. So that'd be a good call.
Okay. All right, we'll see what that is, and let us know in the chats what you think. And then this main event I missed, setting up the show.
Actually,
and doing some stuff.
What? Now that you bring it up, I mean, I don't know what Jeff's situation is, but Matt's contract's up at the end of this month. He could make that big surprise again.
I could see that. And it'd be cool if you had some sort of a way to have the Hardys win, But then it's a way where two teams win and you split those belts up finally.
You have to split the belts. Like I feel like this has been such an oversight since they put them together. Just split the belts up already. You have so many tag teams not getting the proper shine that they could. Street Profits is one of them that's been kind of lost in the sauce for a while now as a result of the Bloodline storyline.
Yeah. I don't know what happened at this. If anyone knows in the chat how the show ended, let us know. But do you want to see Asuka, Kairi, and Dakota versus Naomi, Bianca, and Jade?
It's not that I don't want to see that, because that'd be a solid match. I think we need Bianca to be in a singles match. I want to keep that going. Keep the singles match with her undefeated streak. Have that keep getting built up because it's I think I said it on the podcast last week or a few days ago. They don't book women's matches without championships on Mania, so it's a good way to keep it every year to at least have a women's match, get that spotlight. I think Tiffany Stratton versus Bianca is getting built up right now.
Yes, I would love that. That's my dream match for both of them. All right, that is SmackDown, and the Undisputed Kingdom just won their match. That's pretty much it. That's gonna do it for the review. If anyone has anything else you want to talk about, hit up the comments really quick. Mr. All Power agrees with you, Knock.
Yes,
and
sir.
Knock, anything you want to hit up here before we head on out?
Just keep an eye on the channel, man. The boys are back in town. 3K subs. Shout out to all the poppers, the floppers, and the rampagers. Really appreciate you all.
Hell yeah. We'll talk about. Oh, did I zone out here on the screen?
Yeah, I'm not too sure if that was me or you. My Wi-Fi is acting up a little bit, but chat, we're still here, I think.
Yeah, we're still here. Let us know what's going on. We're gonna take that as a cue to head on out. Wednesday, Eric and Knock, you can be right here on the channel with the Popcast.
Yes, sir. Another big week. Mercedes is back in town, and it's the I Quit match. Keep an eye out for West Coast Popcast every Wednesday.
All right. Thank you all for stopping by here on a Friday night. Hope you're having a good weekend. Comment if you're not watching live. I do comment back at a lot of stuff that we talked about and want to know your thoughts. Otherwise, keep hitting us up, watch old videos, and check out for polls and more in the community section. For Eric, Knock, I'm Zach. This has been the Rampage Watch Along and SmackDown Review. Stay tuned to the channel and be excellent to each other.